Blog Talk Radio.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Anna Saturday during our Halloween in July event. Ooh. And I am Matt. Who is with me? What spook is with me tonight?
My God, he's forgotten his own name. Who will be next? No, it's Tristan.
Dun, dun, dun. Who are you?
I said my name.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Then it was cut off by the phone.
Okay, it's Tristan Walter.
Hey, Tristan Walter.
Lightning strike.
Dun, dun, dun. So
I wish
Tristan
we had
and I
that effect.
I gotta update the soundboard. I forgot why it got cleared, but I have to upload stuff back onto the soundboard. Anyway, so Tristan and I are talking about Toy Story of Terror. And we're going to keep this one short as well, because it was only a 20-minute thing. It's a little fun episode, a little fun short.
Yeah.
It came out after Toy Story 3, so if anyone for some reason hasn't seen it and is clicking on this, just remember that we're going to talk about some characters and some stuff that are technically spoilers for Toy Story 3, so if you haven't seen that, now you know, because this came out in 2013, 3 years after Toy Story 3 did. So after Toy Story 3, thankfully the franchise, you could argue it took a break or didn't, if you want to call these not a break, but I would argue these were fun little just updates with the characters. These are a little cute, arguably non-canon, although they do kind of fit in because they have Bonnie, the girl who Andy gave all her toys to from 3. So I don't know how Toy Story 4 fits in, if the toys are with Bonnie or Andy. I have no idea. And I don't know if they're going to get rid of some of the characters like, I don't remember her name, but the Triceratops, who's voiced by
Trixie.
Trixie. By the way, Kristen Schaal, who's the voice of Mabel in Gravity Falls. What's her name from Bob's Burgers?
So, that's why
Louise.
She sounded so damn familiar.
Yeah, she's Louise. Yeah, she's Louise and Mabel. So, and she's of course in a bunch of other live action stuff as well. She's really funny. So when I heard her voice, I forgot that she was in the third movie, and I was like, oh damn, because Tristan, I don't know how many times you've seen the third movie since the first time, but I haven't seen, like the first time you saw it in 2010, but I haven't seen the movie in about maybe 8 years, because I'm pretty sure I saw it after on DVD, and then I never had seen it again, because it was just so sad. It felt like a nice fitting end. But and also it doesn't really, as far as I've seen, I don't really see it on TV as much.
I've seen it like once or twice on TV after the fact.
But the first movie, also because, it's been around longer, but I've seen it on TV a lot.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Even just flipping channels, I'll be like, oh, TBS has it, or ABC Family or something. Now it's not ABC Family, now it's like Freeform. But still, like, I'll flip channels, and it'll just be on
because that's
ABC.
The funny thing.
What?
Like, 1 and 2 are just kind of fun. Like, 2 gets a little more serious, but then 3 is
a lot
like
serious.
Rough.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 2 gets serious because you're reminded that Jessie has this claustrophobia due to the fact that she was abandoned by her owner. Holy fuck.
Well, yeah, that's in here. Yeah,
that's
this little short.
You're reminded. You're reminded of that from the second one. So, no, the second one did get a bit deeper, but, the jokes online aren't that far from the truth, where third just kind of went off a cliff of like, oh, shit. And... so these I think were just little fun little things. That's kind of why I have a little bit, not a crazy amount, but a little bit of an issue with 4. I'm sure it'll be good. It's just kind of like, no, I don't think we really needed, even though it had been 9 years, I didn't realize that with Toy Story 3. But still, it's like, no, I'm good. Like, I felt like 3 was like this big thing. It felt great to leave it off as a trilogy, but then these little shorts are nice, fun little holiday specials. Maybe it's because I'm not into holidays as much anymore. Matt, you've created a whole new one. I did. But no. But I feel like with Halloween in July has not been commercialized yet, despite the fact that actually we don't have any merch for it yet. Well, I'm sorry. No, I should clarify. We're recording this in advance. By the time this is out, we do have merch for it. It has been commercialized.
Oh, shit. You commercialized your own made-up holiday. How does it feel selling out to yourself, Marrero?
It feels like sitting on your left hand till it's numb. No, I'm not going there. I'm leaving it right there. I'm leaving it right there.
I believe he's using some kind of hand signals. Guys, I think he's just pointing up. Oh, right. Ah, damn.
Speaking of hands, this actually transitions into something somehow. We finally got to meet Combat Carl.
Yes, I was so happy they made that reference.
I forgot about that because
shit.
I actually had seen this, not when it aired, I think, but I had seen, because I'm pretty sure around the holidays, Halloween, that whole thing, I'm pretty sure they air this on ABC as a yearly thing, because why not? It's just 20 minutes. They created the damn thing, because, ABC is a subsidiary of Disney, so they created the damn thing. So they air this on ABC, because I'm pretty sure I didn't see this in 2013. I might have seen this, 2015 or something like that, or 2016. I do remember calling. I was on the phone with some family member, maybe my stepmom, and I was like, Doris, put this on for the kids. Because it was just so cute. It was just so nice and fun. Because it's just a small little 20-minute, 30 minutes with commercials, 21-minute thing. It doesn't really push any plot, doesn't need to, but it's just a nice collection of fun gags. It doesn't really make the characters, it's not really out of place for any of them. They're not all there, sadly, but why would they be? Because, again, it's just a random trip on the road. I love how they're finding new ways for the toys to kind of do certain things, but also kind of, be out of the eye of everyone else. So they're in the trunk of the car.
Hanging out together.
They're in the trunk of the car.
Are not watching.
Yeah, no, but I love that they're watching something. They're watching essentially Night of the Living Dead.
On the portable DVD player.
Yeah. But it's funny. It's Night of the Living Dead mixed in with, Plan 9 from Outer Space. I don't know if you know about that movie, Plan 9, because Plan 9 from Outer Space has vampires. Night of the Living Dead has zombies. But they kind of mixed in that.
I've seen.
But they mix in the opening scene from Night of the Living Dead. We're coming, he's coming to get you, Barbara.
Yeah, Betsy's coming to get you, and she trips on the tombstone. Right.
Yes. So they're taking that scene, but then mixing it in with just the vampire motif from Plan 9 from Outer Space, which was a really bad movie, but one of those that some people say is so bad it's good. So, but it was really, anyway, point being, though, Tristan, is that they mixed that together. And then they have this character who I'm pretty sure must have been in 3, but it's been so long so I forgot. He's the British one who apparently is a cinephile, knows everything about movies, specifically horror movies. I don't remember him much. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was from 3. He was one of the little girl's name. We just said it. Betty.
Bonnie.
Wow.
Bonnie. Yeah. No, Betty was Barbara, her stand-in for the movie.
God,
No, a lot
Bonnie.
of B's. I get you. Bonnie.
Mr. Pricklepants is one of Bonnie's original toys with Trixie.
Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, so he's a cinephile apparently. So he's just quoting. It's a bit like the movie Scream. If you've ever seen Scream, have you seen it? I didn't know you've seen Scream.
I have, yes.
Oh,
recently.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's awesome. It's a really good movie. It's been a while, but you have the one character who recites all of the tropes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like that. He did it with Shakespeare in 3.
Right.
Plays and stuff, but this one he goes off into a horror movie.
Yeah. So it's really funny to have him be that character. And it's interesting too where they took this, because I thought they were going to stick with rats, but no, apparently it's a pet iguana.
That was beautiful. Yeah, and it was actually kind of creepy at first because the toys actually do start going missing and something is attacking them. And I saw the green tail and I thought is Rex fucking with them or something? Is this his moment to actually scare everybody? I'm no, he's pissing himself just as much as everyone else.
I was just trying to scare you guys. Was I good?
Rex, you're an asshole.
Very good. Very good, Rex. Very
good.
Very good.
Now you're a dick. Oh
my God. Oh, I thought, by the way, it was a good, because I thought initially, because it's been a while, I thought they were making the second half of this as a joke on people who sell toys on the internet, but old guys who do it, but they weren't. They were making fun of people who do it who don't know what the fuck they're selling.
Right.
No, because I thought it was going to be the joke of you're an old guy on the internet selling premium edition, kind of like in the second movie, the dude who was the cleaner who, he cleaned up the toys. Yeah,
right,
yeah. Oh, right. It was Al from Al. I forgot that it was Al. But yeah, right.
Yeah.
Al from Al's Toy Barns. He's just like this older, heavy man who's just cleaning the toys up, but he knows what he has, so he's even getting the guy to stitch them back together. Like
right.
yeah. So all that. But in this case, it's like no, this guy literally is like cowboy doll, and people online are like, holy shit, that's a Woody. Which,
right,
out of context,
exactly.
I want that to be used out of context. I give free range out of context.
There's one for the soundboard.
The thing is, it's the voice that I did that I think really makes it the kind of like soft. But seriously, no, but like, because I think he knew what a Buzz Lightyear was, because Buzz was recently in their canon very popular. But
right.
Woody, he's from the 50s in their canon. So like.
Yeah.
Nobody knows shit about Woody anymore.
$2,000. Holy
well, yeah,
shit.
because that's a fucking. He's a Woody in very goddamn. That's funny. He's a Woody in very good condition. That's a great.
Yeah.
That's another great one. No, but seriously though, he's this Woody doll in very good condition. That all you really would have to do, the way it happened in the second movie, is just erase the Andy from the bottom, and then it would increase in value. See, I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those overweight guys.
He's even like, and have a safe trip, Andy the cowboy. It's like, you dumb fuck.
Well, because he just doesn't know. He's just you would think he would be, but no, he's just like, hey, I just sell these toys online. I think it's weird though, because initially I was confused. I thought he was, maybe they just played it up for the comedy. I thought he was a guy who just, hey, like his iguana was named Rex, right? Or am I wrong?
No. Oh God. What was? But
his iguana.
Something else.
But his iguana finds them like they're lost, and that's how they're found. But that's what I thought. But apparently he has no problem being like, no, they're stolen, and I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I kind of felt. I felt sad at first because, like, the iguana's just collecting up the lost toys. And I mean, he doesn't know that his owner is selling them. He gets treats for collecting up toys. Like, what lizard wouldn't do that? I mean, there are plenty of lizards that wouldn't do that because they wouldn't give a fuck. But lizards can be affectionate, though.
That's what was cute, by the way. That it was like, it wasn't like a dog or a cat or a rat. It was just they went like for a lizard, which nothing wrong with that. It was just kind of funny, like to see a lizard being that like, hey guys, what's going on?
And I guess
like
for their little like you know horror gag, like seeing the lizard tail, like it's like, what the fuck is that? Like if you saw like something fluffy, you'd be like, oh, it's probably a dog. But like you see something reptilian, and it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, no, it helps with the horror. And then when you see that it's just this really cute, jumpy, bumpy lizard that's like, even though he has apparently eaten parts of toys, which is terrifying.
Yeah, my hand!
By the way, again, we got to meet Combat Carl, which if anyone is confused and it's like, wait, but I still don't know who that is, why are you guys, fanboying over that? Combat Carl was blown up by Sid in the first movie. And this isn't like some crazy factoid thing. We actually just last month reviewed the first Toy Story movie since we knew Toy Story 4 was coming out, and that's one of Tristan's favorite movies. Not as a kid, but I would argue overall. And so you love it so much that I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's do this. Also, Toy Story 4 is coming out. I know we're not going to get to watch that, at least in theaters. So I was like, okay, fine. Let's totally do it. I love it too. So after doing that and seeing Combat Carl, I chuckled, and then we did some research, and apparently they wanted to get a G.I. Joe, but understandably, Hasbro was like, what's going to happen to Joe? No, Joe. No. G.I. no. And so they didn't want they didn't want that to happen, so they made Combat Carl. But I actually did some research because I was like, oh, have they shown Combat Carl before? And I didn't notice. No, this was Combat Carl's first voiced appearance.
Right. I'm
so
happy
he didn't appear. Yes, he didn't appear in the second movie, in the third movie, or any other specials. Maybe he appears in the future, but he does not appear in any other thing thus far, as far as I've seen, other than this special. And so it was so nice that they were like, you know what, we made a fake character, and we need someone to rile them up and like help Jesse out. Why not just take this random character we created, and let's just give him a voice and give him a character? And I love that he's just this drill sergeant is like, remember what you learned in basic training? I didn't have any training.
Well, forget about that.
He has to remember, these people don't have. These people are not. Oh, and I love that there's a mini Combat Carl.
You're a soldier,
he's alive.
but I'm not. Ah, crap, right.
But I love that he has a mini combat Carl who talks just like him, but he's a higher pitch. Because you wondered, like, I don't know about you, but I guess if I had some time to think about it, I also would have thought, like, hey, what about the mini versions of other toys, or just mini toys in general? Are they alive too? Yes. 1-inch versions are also alive. Oh my God. It was just a lot of fun, you know? It was just something that was nice. Is the way that I look at it. You know, it was nothing major, didn't need to be. It's just a cute little thing that, you know, now I'm going to tell you, Tristan, like, Halloween's coming around, like when Halloween is actually around, the other Halloween, the quote-unquote first one. When Halloween, why did I put quotes around it? Why did I put quotes? Why did I have to put quotes? But no, but seriously, the original Halloween, as some may call it, the lesser of the Weens, as some may refer to it as, in October. When that comes around and ABC airs this on TV, I'm going to be like, dude, put on ABC. Oh, my God. So I've been talking a lot about it. How do you feel, Tristan?
Yeah, I thought this was a lot of fun. Like you said, you know, short little thing.
What?
It was interesting just, like, how they brought back Jessie's phobia to the forefront, because she gets stuck in a toolbox because they hit a bump in the road and their tire goes flat, and, like, she falls in the toolbox and starts hyperventilating, and I'm like, oh, crap, right, this is a thing.
Yeah.
So we went from, like, 0 to 100 in, like, 5 seconds. Thankfully they got her out and it was okay, but, like, fuck.
Yeah, no, it's good because they had to reintroduce that later, and I think maybe they wanted to remind people earlier so that when it came later, people didn't forget, because this thing came out in 2013, obviously years, not just after the third movie, but of course the second movie came out in the mid-2000s, so, like, it had been a while, you know? It had definitely been a while, so they wanted to remind people, like, hey, you know, Jessie has this phobia, here it is in the forefront. But I think it was effective, and also a nice, quick, also kind of horrific scene as well. Like horrific, but like a horror scene. So because they had to have stuff that wasn't, you know, no one could get murdered on ABC. But at the same time, you had to have something that could be scary for the kids watching, or at least going, oh no. And then us as adults are like, ha, mood. I can't get out of this box. Oh my God, help me. And I'm just like, ha, same. I'm like, that's fair. That's just, Me too, Jesse.
Potato Head pulling his ears out when Mr. Pricklepants starts going off about, you know, all the, like, tropes and themes of, you know, different horror movies. He just slowly pulls his ears out.
I'm never going to lose you again. All of his parts pop out.
Yeah. Nuts. Oh, God. I love how Potato Head's become that character. I mean, granted, he's always been that character. Yeah. He's always been the slapstick one of, he's fallen to pieces again. Oh, you.
Also, I enjoyed the fact that they, you know, obviously because it's a small special, you can't have every toy. You know, they increased their toy roster by their cast by a large chunk, so you can't include every toy. But it would also feel odd, and again, I don't remember the rest of the specials, but in this case, it would feel odd if you didn't bring back everyone and they were just chilling at the house. So you kind of sit back and you're like, well, what do? How does this work? And you go, you know what? Fuck it. They're on vacation. They're driving, and it just so happens to be raining. They weren't in October necessarily. We don't know what month it is for them. But for us, it just looks like a creepy horror story, it's a little spooky story in October. Right? Nice little fun thing. And, they're on, that's why, it's stormy night, they get a flat tire, and that's why you don't have Ham there, you don't have Bo Peep there, you don't have a decent chunk of characters that you're, you know, if they were around the house, around Bonnie's house, you'd be like, why weren't they here also? I don't know if they had done this before, but you also have to animate Bonnie's house.
Right.
Which I would argue with the scenes that they, you know, that took place here, it was a bit less work, perhaps, nothing, not like putting them down, but again, it's supposed to be just a 20-minute special to animate the whole house, to try to go in there, and then also try to make something spooky for October, maybe like with trick-or-treaters. Like, it would just be so much work. It's like, you know what? Let's just make it easier, toy-centric at a hotel. Why would there be other toys at a hotel? Well, there are a few, but nothing crazy. Because, like, I think if you tried to, also, you didn't really have to animate any humans other than ones you already probably had waiting, like Bonnie and her mom. Other than, of course, you know, the 2 police officers and the hotel dude. If it was like a trick-or-treat scenario around Halloween, you'd probably have to go so deep into it. It's like, it's a 20-minute thing. Like, we're not trying to shoot for the moon here. This is a fun little thing for children and people who haven't grown up yet. And so I'm kidding.
What?
I think. No, I said for people who haven't grown up yet. And I was like, I'm kidding.
Well, all right.
I'm kidding.
Thanks, Matt.
I'm going to take a shot. I'm just going to go take a shot of Fireball. But anyway, but seriously, though. Yeah, you had to just do something to both limit the cast, limit the animations used, and because, like, this thing just came out for free on TV. Yes, of course, there were ads. But this only was released separately as a DVD Blu-ray with 2 other specials. So this wasn't going to, make them a ton of money, although it was nice, of course, for longtime fans, because, again, someone like me who watched this when I was a kid, the first one, it was actually really cool to watch this on TV when it aired. But yeah, so especially at the time, too, I don't think I had DVR in 2013, I think.
Right.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I had DVR in 2013. Either way, still though, it was cool when I first saw it, and I think it's something that it's not gonna tear the house down. It's not the best Toy Story thing I've ever seen. Although as a jump from the first to the third one, my God, this was a fucking TV 20-minute special.
Right.
Just a jump from the first one to this. Like this special, how crazy is that, right?
Yeah,
like in animation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. It was because this is 1998. So yeah, 15 years.
Yeah.
Because this came out in 2013. That's crazy to think about how for TV, and yes, they were doing it most likely as a loss leader kind of thing, getting the money back later through maybe ads or DVD, stuff like that. But yeah, it was a lot of. It looks good, dude. Like, again, just one after the other. Like, I'm blinking, and I'm like, damn. But yeah, so, again, fun, cute. Combat Carl, well, it was not cute. When we first met Combat Carl, and he lost his hand, and I'm like, I don't like
what happens when you go to try and go find your friends.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Carl, Jesus.
Sorry, it's been a long time since Carl's had someone to talk to. I love how Jesse, like, he's speaking in third person the whole time, and Jesse has to look at him and like, and you're Carl, right?
Yeah. I love it too. Yeah, because she wasn't in the first one. She's never, as far as I know, have met or seen Combat Carl. So she's like, you're Carl, right? Just to clarify. Oh, everyone reprised their roles, by the way.
Yeah.
From the third one, as you can you can tell by hearing, but I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, I should. Even though I thought we mentioned this during the episode when we did a Friday Night Movies. By the way, because this wasn't theatrically released, this is considered an episode of Anna Saturday, like I mentioned in the first 5 minutes of this episode. It is. Why did I put on that rule? Well, it's pretty arbitrary. It will get changed eventually, but right now, that's the reason, and I'm sticking to that. So, but seriously though, Tristan, back to some of the actors who reprise their roles. Woody isn't always voiced over by Tom Hanks, but I thought when we talked about what roles he did reprise, I could swear that this was one of them. I thought we mentioned it. If not, we mentioned it off podcast to each other. I thought I said that he reprised his role as Woody here. And that Tim Allen reprised his role as Buzz. They sounded like themselves, but again, they do really good. There are people who do really good impressions of them. So let me make sure before I Because some of the specials, I could swear they did not reprise their roles. Actually, so Tom Hanks and Tim Allen reprised their roles. So did Joan Cusack, Don Rickles. All right, Wallace Shawn, Timothy Dalton, and Kristen Shaw. Okay, cool. They were all. That's interesting.
All present.
No. I mean, to me, that actually not that it doesn't matter to you, but like I could swear that you would think this would be some. Oh, it's a random special. Oh well.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Huh.
I mean, either they like the role or they got some good money.
That too. Yeah.
But yeah. So I want to mention something. It just made me chuckle just thinking about it, like in a way. So again, the guy has been stealing some toys, allegedly stealing some toys, and because of that, he decides, you know what? I'm gonna fucking steal a police car.
Yeah, right. Jesus Christ.
Now granted, I guess you could argue if it's stolen property and it sells for a certain amount, it could legally be considered a felony. But,
right.
But the man has been stealing some toys, allegedly, even though it should be easily proven, but allegedly.
Right.
And he steals a police car, wrecks it, and then is on the run. I know it was just a comedy gag for the end of the episode, but my God, I was like, he could have just said, I don't know what you're talking about, officers.
Right, yeah. Could have.
And I love that he just.
Not gonna lie.
Maybe just a little bit, but he just goes from 0 to 100.
Yeah. No chill.
Oh my God, no chill whatsoever. Apparently, Tara Strong was in this as computer voice. I don't know what computer was being voiced. I'm assuming that the computer, I forgot, did it say something about, your bid has?
Oh, yes.
I had forgotten.
I think it did.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Okay, because I might have not been paying as much attention. Because
or
when
you've
it
got
did,
mail, something like that.
Oh, there you go. Yes, thank you. Notification or something. That was Tara Strong. So I'm so confused.
My God.
I'm like, wow. Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, well, this is odd. Tara Strong is 46 years old. What?
Oh.
When did that happen?
Oh, what? No.
When did that happen?
Yeah, wait. Hold the phone.
Hey.
How?
Hey, Jesus. Stop that shit.
Stop it.
All right?
What,
all right, you know what the fuck you're doing?
Going on?
Jesus. Hey, God. Yeah. Talk to Jesus. Or Jesus, talk to God. I don't know. Holy Spirit, what fucking thing do you have to do with this, all right? All three of you need to clean up your act, all right? 46? No, stop this shit right now. In fact, do it in reverse. Do it in reverse.
We're in halftime.
Yeah, no, you're done. You're done. None of this shit. All right? She's been in Rugrats, Powerpuff Girls, Fairly Odd Parents, Drawn Together, funnily enough, My Little Pony, Teen Titans, all right? Apparently she's been in Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X2, Batman Arkham. God, stop this shit, all right? Enough.
I mean, I love Tara Strong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's been in all that. God, clean up your act, all right? Jesus. Yeah, you too, Jesus. I'm talking to you too.
All right, then.
That was a weird side note. We don't know where to go when it's a 21-minute thing. You know, we're not going to do this for 2 hours. So we don't want to just, talk about this for that long. But I love by the way, I love that. So they can't use eBay. I know, right? They can't use eBay.
Right.
So they use eBid, but then they call it the number 2 auction website on the internet. As if to say, we eBay's first, but it's just,
right.
I loved it. But yeah.
We're the knockoff brand.
We're the knockoff brand, but we're so good, we're number 2. Yeah, so I'm thinking of any other, the clock was funny. Just a side note, just the clock, just being he's been gone for about 15 seconds. Or 50 seconds.
Yeah.
We're good.
Sun's about to rise. You better get your shit together.
Yeah, right. It was just and the Lego.
Or else we are
the Lego was funny. The Lego bunny.
Oh yeah. Being able to piece itself together and then.
Oh my God! I knew that the Pez cat sounded familiar. The Pez cat was Kate McKinnon. SNL. She was in the new Ghostbusters.
Right. You're right. Yeah.
Yes, she does like she does impressions of like Justin Bieber, Ellen DeGeneres, Hillary Clinton, a lot of different people, both in politics and celebrities. So it's just really funny that she actually did the voice of her, because I could swear I was like, you sound familiar, but I don't know why. Something's there, but I didn't know. I was like, it sounds like someone trying to do an impression of an older woman. Like, I've heard it before, though. So I was like, who is this older woman? No, it's just Kate McKinnon. But yeah, no. It was just, it's just nuts. Oh, actually, I should note, Kristen Schaal. I should note. So again, right, we mentioned Kristen Schaal earlier, but Kristen Schaal is 41.
Right.
Hey, God, knock that shit off. All right? Stop it. I just want to make sure we all. Actually, no. Wait, no. Let's. Actually, I'm sorry. We have one more. Okay. We have one more. I want to make sure I get the age right here.
Okay.
One more. Tom Hanks is 62. Knock off your fucking shit, God. All right, settle the fuck down. 62. All right. We're gonna need a discussion. All right. So, put me in a precarious position, and we'll have a meeting next week. All right. We need to talk about. I'll come back. But like.
Are you sure about that?
Well, it depends on how long the meeting takes. Any longer than like a minute, my brain's gone. So like, God, just we need to settle it. Yeah, good.
We can't put the brain back in. It's already gone.
No, I meant the breathing. Part of it.
Yeah, I mean that's it.
Anyway, Jesus H. Christ. But yeah, so God, stop that. No more of this aging thing. All right. I can keep going, but just keep Tom Hanks at a reasonable 45. All right, I think that's reasonable for where he is right now.
You're right. I mean, we're going to have to make a list then, like of all the people. It's like, all right, these people, you got to keep them at a reasonable age, and then, we'll come back next year with another list.
But these few are assholes. Age them up immediately. If you need to transfer the age for any reason, you got to just move some over. You gotta take some away. It just needs to be done. Some side note. Man, there were so many packages out there that apparently a Ship It person had to leave and come back. What? I mean, I know they're a hotel, so I guess that makes sense. But just as a random side note, I was like, well, good luck. Thank God it wasn't an immediate like, well, let's take this one right here and we'll be fine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like it was real bad real quick. Also, a little odd that usually with Toy Story, it's just a small thing, but it actually does mean something a little bit. Usually with Toy Story, when someone doesn't stick to the plan, things get fucked up royally. And in this case, Jessie did not stick to the plan and actually saved everyone. That was odd.
Right. Yeah, you got to mix it up once in a while.
Yeah, right. Also, I loved when I mentioned earlier that Pez dispenser vomited.
The one that fucked everything up to begin with.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're right.
Don't leave the bag.
Yeah, you know what? No, you're right. And it's funny because while it was probably meant to be a one-off joke, it was actually legit when Woody was like, at motels, toys are so easy, like they're easily available to be lost. Because, yeah, of course, a kid's going to walk around, hold the toy, drop it maybe near the pool or something, whatever. Someone's going to pick it up, maybe another kid. Now all of a sudden toys lost with someone else. Like, yeah, no, you don't do that shit. Usually toys are – I have a strange feeling some of my games, some of my, like, handheld carts probably lost them at hotels. I'm not even shitting you. Because, like, no, there are some games in my collection that I'm like, that I'm like, no, but I played this. I had this. And you couldn't, at least for me anyway, you couldn't rent some of these games at Blockbuster.
Right.
You could rent console games, but I don't remember being able to rent, at least I never had seen personally, like Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance games. I'm not saying, if you're listening in, someone, whoever you are, wherever you are, if you can tell us down below if you're watching this through our Those Guys on the Radio YouTube channel. If you're like, no, my local one had it, that's cool, but it's been a while for me, obviously Blockbuster, but it's been a while, but I could swear at least my local one, which, depending on which local one I'm talking about, usually sucked with selection. Hollywood Video was where it was at, but with games. But, no, Hollywood Video for games was really good. But when it came to my local Blockbusters, it felt as if the selection was usually like a console or CD-based game, but never never a handheld, usually.
And they were usually beat to hell.
Oh, they were. They usually worked for me, though. I don't remember which ones they were because it has been a while, but I remember they usually worked for me. Cartridges, I think, were better off depending than the CDs, though, since they were CDs. But either way, though, yeah, so Blockbusters usually had those alongside, like, the movies, the DVDs, stuff like that. But, yeah, not always a lot of carts. So I'm pretty sure any of them that I had, that in my head, I'm like, I knew I had you. You weren't just a rental. Probably left them at hotels, too. Because I didn't really bring toys with me on the go when I was old enough to like hold something. It was and really like hold it firm and like and could not like drop it every 5 seconds on the floor or something. It was usually like a Game Boy Color or a Game Boy Advance. Yeah, exactly. This was pre PSP, and also I was not a big enough child to hold a Game Gear. I was too tiny to hold a Game Gear. No, seriously, have you seen how big Game Gears are? Sega Game Gears?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, Sega Game Gears are bigger than PSPs.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no, a Sega Game Gear, I mean, it's smaller than a Switch, but it's thick.
Right. But still,
That's the thing. Yeah, like, you should look it up. Like, it's, when we're done with the show, it's a huge device. And it takes, like, I think 6 to 8 AA batteries. No, AAA or something like that. No, AAA, not double. But, like, 6 to 8 AAA batteries. Like, it's a beast. So, yeah, you know me now. I'm a small person. I was not a big enough child to hold a fucking Game Gear and take it on the go. Like, I put Game Boys in my pocket to walk around. Very small side note before we start to wrap things up. One time, I swear to God, the batteries for my Game Boy Advance were drained going under one of those X-rays at the airport just to make sure that everything's fine. I could swear it went through one, and then the batteries were drained, and I was like, damn it, all the hell, how dare you? Yes.
No!
It didn't affect anything inside the cart. Like, my save data was fine. Everything was fine. But I could, because my mom and I went to Florida when I was like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9. I don't remember. All I remember is they were trying to sell her a timeshare, and I was just walking, playing my Game Boy. I didn't care. I was like, you do you, Mom. I'm playing gold right now. And I'm just walking with her, and she's like, Matthew, make sure you don't fall. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it is more of a distraction for you to tell me, even though I'm a kid, for you to tell me not to fall while I'm playing the game, while I'm walking near cobblestone. If you had not told me, I would not have tripped, because I then tripped when she was talking to me. I was like, no, I got it. I'm okay with playing the game. I just can't do 3 things at once. Anyway, yeah, so this guy's going to jail.
You added one more thing to the repertoire. My small child brain cannot keep up.
Yeah. Anyway,
overload,
so this guy's
overload,
going to jail.
Danger, danger.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson. But no, yeah, this man, I've been saying it a lot. He's going to jail. This guy.
Yeah.
He crashed a police car.
We got a runner.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Like, I thought he was just going to run away, like, out the back of the store, but the fact he jumped into the cop car and his partner looks over at him, I told you shouldn't have left the keys in the car, and then immediately crashes it into the sign. Oh, God. I really hope that pet lizard finds a better home. I mean, granted, he had a pretty sweet gig where he was, but, like, his owner was a dick.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned for that lizard's well-being. Like, you have no idea. That lizard is so goddamn adorable.
I love that he had the bell. Ding, new toy. Ding, new toy.
He dings the bell every time he brings the toy in.
Because he knows if I ding the bell, I will get treat.
I get food. I mean, it's funny. He basically fed him like a dog. Like, probably wasn't feeding him well either. Like, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that lizards don't have like pellets that you can put in a dish. Like crickets and worms. Like that's what you feed your lizard.
I mean, I don't think they wanted to go that creepy.
I know, but like, I mean, that's fair. Like,
well,
it would be too creepy crawly-ish for the, special.
Yeah, for Disney. Yeah,
to be legit.
I mean, I don't
like,
think.
Don't feed your lizard dog food, kids.
No, I don't think that parents are going to go based on this. They would go get their kid a lizard. I think no, because what'll happen is you'll have a kid be like, I want to get an iguana, and the parent will be like, fuck no, those are creepy as shit. Like the thing with puppies and bunnies, even those are quote unquote traditionally cuter than a lizard.
Right.
So like parents will get those and accidentally neglect those because they're like, we got a bunny and we only fed it carrots, and it's like, no, it needs lettuce and other.
Right.
That's
it doesn't. It can't just. It either. You
can't just feed a bunny that you get around Easter because you think that bunnies are cute. You can't just get it carrots and then think it's fine. Like that is a huge, I think, misconception. I don't think dog food for iguanas or pellets for iguanas would be a misconception. You would probably have someone somewhere, even if it's a pet store like Petco, not sell someone something like that if a person is like, yeah, you just feed it these pellets, right? It's like, that's dog food, ma'am. You got to go actually feed it live worms. They look at their kid and be like, no, we're not getting an iguana, sweetie. That's a commitment.
I used to work at a pet shop like that, so like I've seen parents walk in, and looking at the child like, you need to take care of this. I'm not feeding your lizard bugs for you. It's like, oh, I can see this is gonna go great.
Right, yeah, but at least like it was explained is what I'm saying. No one's gonna feed it without. No one's going to sell it without explaining it. And I forgot that you worked at that lizard place. Wow, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I forgot about Lizard Place. That was a good place, I thought.
I forgot about Lizard Place.
I don't want to say exactly what it was called.
No, I know.
That's too close to.
Yeah.
Also, I should note I don't remember the name, but I don't want to say what it was called just due to proximity to us. But still, yeah, it was a lizard place. And did it sell other animals or just lizards?
Yeah, no, like reptiles and amphibians. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. No, but I'm saying it wasn't like no one sold puppies there.
Right. No.
Is what I'm saying. Yeah.
The one thing I was sad about with the short was that because Jessie had this whole thing where she could call, she would call the wild critters. I thought for sure she was going to ride the lizard at one point, and I was going to be like, yes! But it didn't happen, and it made me sad.
More
and like
the lizard would want to eat them.
Ate her, sort of, but like not really.
Well, I mean, it was going to probably just like chomp. I don't think it would have swallowed her whole. It would have had.
Also, that's not good
coughed her up.
Yeah, that's not good either. Swallowing small plastic bits would have been terrible. I'm glad she got him to spit those out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm assuming he didn't do that all the time. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been around.
Yeah.
But,
and the scene when Combat Carl gets dragged away, like, past the wall. Yes. Like, a lot of those shots were great. Like, even them, like, underneath, like, in the ventilation system and stuff, too. Rex just gets tackled, and they all turn to each other and just screaming, running away. Buzz, when Jessie and Woody are, like, holding Buzz as a flashlight and then using his laser, like, trying to find it back and forth.
There are two things. One, it's what I talked about when we did Toy Story 1. It's not talking down to kids. And if you create something that is good enough, that stands alone as good, not only will kids enjoy it, but adults will as well. So, heck, not even just going to a theater, even being at home, even though it's much easier to just flip on a special or something like that, still, there's a lot of TV. There's a lot of things on TV. Why would someone choose to watch this? Oh, because it's Toy Story? Yeah, but why would maybe a kid would have liked the original Toy Stories, but why would someone who's older, even if they originally liked Toy Story, want to watch this? Because people like you and I, Tristan, went back to see the original, said, wow, this holds up, have still gone to watch them in theaters or at least at home on streaming services. And then we see this and we're like, how about we flip it on too? And that's the thing. It's not just about, we need to just get these kids, because kids grow up and then, the kids grow up and then you don't have a base there to want to continuously watch stuff. So if you just don't talk down and just like act as if it's like, okay, so we can only create something that's good for kids, and once you grow out of it, too fucking bad. it's something that adults who maybe, I have a feeling there might have been some adults who maybe they were like, oh, I haven't gotten to show my kid Toy Story yet, but let me just flip the channels. I saw this. Let me show my kid this. And then the kid sees this. They think it's so fun and cute or whatever, and maybe even a little bit scary. And then they go see the original Toy Story, and it's thankfully not like this. Their Sid was kind of scary, but still, it's not really like this type of scary. And then now they're Toy Story fans too, most likely. So that's the first thing. So it just felt good for all ages. And then the second thing is, how funny was it that because Buzz was a newer toy, he was glow in the dark? Did you notice that?
Oh yeah.
Because when they're running in the darkness,
make
he's
that gag
green.
A lot. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Okay.
Buzz is always the one that they're walking around with when it's dark, and they're just using him as a glow light.
Right, I forgot about that. But still, it's just funny that he's glow in the dark when he's the newer toy out of Woody and Jesse.
Right. No, it's hilarious.
Yeah. But any last words? I don't know why I word it like that every time. Any last words for our final for our second to last final, or maybe this is our final? I don't know. We don't know yet. Episode of Anna Saturday in
Do you really
Halloween
think it's
in
over?
July.
Well, yes, I'm sure the credits will roll any second now.
Thank you all so much for listening to another episode of Anna Saturday. This is our credits. Thank you so much for listening / watching. And I say listening / watching because you could be listening to this through our Blog Talk Radio account, which is blogtalkradio.com/thoseguysonthe-radio, or perhaps you've actually downloaded this through iTunes, which you can search up Those Guys on iTunes to find a decent chunk of our podcasts. We've done so many, they actually don't carry all of them, but a decent chunk of our podcasts through iTunes. And also, I say watching, again, like I mentioned before, because you could be watching this through our Those Guys on the Radio YouTube channel, where we don't just do Toy Story stuff. We don't just do animated stuff. We also have Friday Night Movies. We have TV Tuesdays. We have Star Trek Thursdays. We have Star Wars Wednesdays. We have Doctor Who Wednesdays whenever those are up. And we do a lot of stuff like that as well. And also Keikaku Corner as well, where we talk about different anime, manga, comic book, general pop culture, news topics, at least that involve nerddom. We talk about that as well at least once or twice within a month. And those sometimes, when my computer is up and running, when my desktop's up and running, we do those live on Twitch. Yeah, right. We do those live on Twitch, but we also have been doing them a la this format on our YouTube channel as well, Those Guys on the Radio. Also, we have a gaming channel as well, which is Those Guys Play, where we started off doing Let's Plays, but we also do fun little reviews and skits and a bunch of other things like that as well. And we also have our TG Productions channel, where there we do stuff related to pro wrestling, anime, and tokusatsu, basically Japanese superheroes. So we do a lot. Everyone here, it's not just Tristan and I, it's a bunch of people working together with us, at least on everything. It's usually me behind the scenes of social media, but it's a lot of us, though, just coming together, having a good time, talking about what we like to talk about, playing games we like to play, reviewing, all that fun stuff. So this might be the last Anna Saturday of Halloween in July. If it is, hope you've been having a spooky one. If it isn't, hope you continue having a spooky one.
As we slowly get picked off one by one, and the twist is Matt was the villain the entire time.
Bum,
and
bum,
now
bum.
I'll be killed mercilessly.
There will be mercy. Not a lot of it, but it won't be merciless.
Okay. I highly doubt that.
All right. So, good night, everybody.
I bet my moving parts on it. Good night.
Say good night, Tristan.